It's week 5 of the NFL, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Commanders and the Eagles, and it's all up next.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Well, we are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, along for the ride in this one. We love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we got a pair of teams who've both gotten off to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records as we now work our way through the front half of this schedule.
Yeah, we try to be pros, and every game, right, is a big game. But when you have teams that have gotten off to these starts, we know these are both playoff caliber teams. They look that way right now. And this is also a measuring stick game, and a great one where you don't have the consequences of lose and go home. Just a wonderful test for you, for me, for the fans, and most importantly, for those guys on the field.
Two of the NFL's final unbeatens putting their records on the line against each other as we're underway. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Just an all-around great performance. Last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he works through a lane for a gain up to the 30. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Hurts now from the gun. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Davis there to grab it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He'll get this one to Brown. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motioning left. They'll run here on 1st down. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 29. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Throwing off the play fake here. That's caught, Tucker Kraft. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Throwing from the gun. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end left. From the red zone now. This one taken in by Kraft. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd and long for him here. complete beyond the marker. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They bring a tight end in motion right. They'll try and punch it in. Has the Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. 1st and 10, here's Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. They send a tight end in motion. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
They'll go with another option play to the left. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting, right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
On to punt on 4th down, it's Bradley Pinion. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Commanders' drive is going to start from deep on their own side of the field. Play action on 1st down. Finds him on the crossing route. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Commanders will have a 1st. Hand off to the back. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Throwing from the gun here. Completes this one to Kraft. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. This throw is caught. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders break the tie here in the first. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Completed to Davis. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Hurts to throw. Finding Davis. And he's going to reach his own 20 before stepping out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at 3rd and very long. Catch is made down the right sideline. Reaches the 40. Hits the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Handoff now out of the gun. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They're throwing it. Got a man, Palmer has it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. From the 42. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 2nd quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, It'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Dumped off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
On third down, it's Hurts. That pass complete to Goddard. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Commanders will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
They'll have him gain about a handful there. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 37. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 13-point lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. 3rd and 4 coming up now. They kick the running back in motion. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This one finds Goddard. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds to hand them excellent field position up across the 40. The Commanders returning their offense and this running back to the field. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He's dropping back to throw. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First down, ball at the 36. Now looking to throw. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, right, you checked down to the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Eagles behind the sticks on 2nd and 11. And they send a man in motion. Here's 2nd and 11. Completed left side to Smith. And he's tackled for no gain. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he'll get it up to the 44. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll punt it away again. Bradley Pinion headed back out. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. but the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. He'll throw it. This ball's caught by Palmer. And he'll get it up to the 27. Now that brings us to the midway point of this one. The Commanders enjoying a nice little lead here on the road. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. Brock Purdy with a touchdown pass. From there, it's off to the land to check on the Browns at home in the dog pound. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Jahmyr Gibbs with a touchdown run. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Josh Downs, a touchdown catch in the victory. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner. Stop for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking for a throw here. Hits him on the out route.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. To the sideline, catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. That's complete inside the 35. And they take him down right along the 30. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll throw on first. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. That one right down the middle. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And the Commanders get home. They drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Well, here's what I know, Kate. And sadly, from personal experience, after this one's over, the QB, he's going to be the first one in the cold tub because he has been feeling the heat and paying the price all game long. At some point, you've got to find a way to protect the passer or he's not going to endure this season.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the pistol, Hurts. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They're now set for 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. From the 43. Catch made underneath by the back. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. On 1st down, Hurts. Has a man, it's Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to the well again. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down. Hurts now from the gun. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. They're going a little pop pass here, sweeping across. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
You know, the appeal of that call, Kate, is an element of surprise. You're not expecting to go receiver run on 4th down. If it's not set up properly, though, even the surprise isn't enough for one of the best athletes on the team to pick up the first down.
The Commanders back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Still some room at the 20. And finally taken down up at the 31-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Throwing from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A give now from the gun. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Pass play coming here. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Here's a throw. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Touchdown, Washington. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared and, more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. This return makes it up to the 25. The Eagles about set to go on offense. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff up the gut. Stiff arm success. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Completed to Davis. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. That pass complete to Goddard. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Eagles football, and they'll look for points here, but might be too little too late in a lopsided 4th quarter. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Dallas Turner picks it off. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous. Right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
They'll run here on 1st down. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Setting up to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles get it back to a 14-point game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Returning it from the 4. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. He crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. First throw for the backup now. He's on the move. He takes it himself. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
They're set up at the 35 now. Plowing up the middle. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He'll throw it. Got a man, Palmer has it. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. 1st and 10, here's Hurts. Completed left side to Smith. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I love throwing on first down, and when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. First down throwing for Hurts. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 46. It is caught left side. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Hurts throwing again. Gets it to the 15. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Here's the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. This game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Motioning the tight end now. Going to the ground again on 1st. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Another carry for him. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 3rd and just 2 to go. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, Kay, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They give it to him again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Back-to-back carries here. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker, and now they've got a first inside the red zone. They motion a receiver left. Running it after the penalty. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 2nd down.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it, and we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Philadelphia.